I think the best kinds of assignments that I had this semester were definitely assignments that I got to do on my own, whether that was based off of, I had asynchronous and normal classes that we would meet live online, but I really enjoyed getting to work on my own. I had a few courses where we had really big group projects that were worth a lot, and I just found that really challenging because obviously the circumstances in the world right now are affecting everybody differently. So it was really enjoyable to have just assignments that I got to work on by myself that allowed me to further engage with content.
Some of the most useful lectures and activities were ones that involved participation for me. I think these were very useful because they gave me a chance to build confidence and ensure that I understood the material by giving me an opportunity to ask questions or practice the material. An example of this would be in one of my math classes. The professor would break us out into breakout rooms in groups of about 3, and I think it was very helpful because it was engaging and I could work with students in a smaller setting where we could work on problems and ask questions and make sure we were all understanding the material, whereas some lectures would be kind of disconnected between the professor and the students, which wasn't very useful for an online setting.
So the type of coursework that I've found most useful has been kind of the big projects or assignments that really challenge you to draw several different concepts together and show the different parallels between the concepts or a comparison between the concepts. And I think that the reason those are most useful to me is a few things. Number one, when I see those final projects in the syllabus, I usually think, oh no, oh no, there's no way I'm going to get there. I don't know anything about this subject. And then you get to the final project, you still feel like that, but your instructor has kind of laid the groundwork for that project with teaching you all of these concepts. So then when you are working on the final project, this large final project, and drawing together all of these parallels, things start to just kind of fall in place. And once you finish it, that is probably the most satisfying feeling ever. And it's not just because, oh, I finished it and I'm done. It's also because during your course, there's this feeling of just getting past the next assignment. But when you finish a final project like that, or just a midterm project or a project in general like that, and it's very challenging, it kind of elevates you above all of those small things that you were just trying to get through, all of those small assignments that were kind of laying this groundwork. It elevates you above that so that you can actually get a view of the body of learning you've just completed. So it changes your perspective.
One of my professors had a really cool lecture style. He pre-recorded videos that were anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes long, and he walked over the class concepts with those. Since it can be really, really hard to focus in live online lectures when you're not in your typical learning environment, having a bunch of short videos really helps us focus and learn the material at our own pace. So we're allowed to rewatch over and over and over the videos if we really need to. So I just really enjoyed having a deadline to watch those videos and then discussing them in class and asking questions after I felt like I really absorbed the material on my own and at my own pace. So I think aside from that, lectures that include related videos just make regular lecture slides so much more refreshing and interactive.